now about cropping. So over here is your toolbars. You have different tools you can use. I'm going to choose the crop tool. You just click on it. You can tell it's highlighted because the crop tool becomes shaded and your cursor turns into a crop icon. I'm going to go ahead and crop only the butterfly, the butterfly with the red. That's all I want in my image, so I can just come in here and click, and I can, do whatever I want. I can rotate it. If I don't like how it's cropped, I can click cancel. So I just right clicked and then chose cancel. Then I can start again. And if I like it, I can right click and click crop. Another option, I'm going to undo that. Another option is to choose whatever it is. I'm going to cancel that. Choose the area. And again, I'm just clicking in a corner and dragging, and it's creating my new area. And once it's here, it shades out everything that is going to be removed within the box, which is still at the original brightness, is what it is going to keep. If I wanted to adjust this, I can click on any of these squares of the box and I can adjust them, move them in, move them out. And then if I want to keep it, I can right click and click crop, or I can push return, and I normally just push return. So then it had cropped it for us, and let's go in and see the image size, and now we can see that it's 1580 by 1379, and that's in pixels, and it's 6.23 megs. Well, I'm going to cancel that, and the thing is I just cropped it to any old dimension. But what if I want to crop this to be 5 by 7? I want to print it out and I want it to be a 5 by 7. What I could do is I'm going to need to go back to my original photo. Again, I could go up and undo, but there's another way I want to show you as well. Here in your history, in this little history menu here, you can go back and see what you have done, and you can go back step by step. So I've only done one other thing, and I'm going to go back to the last step, which was just the same as when I opened it. Now if I do this and then I start making changes, it's going to remove what I did before, which would now be the future. It's going to erase that. Another option, if you want to go to your original, is just to click on the image name here in the history. Okay, so let's say I did want to crop this. I'm back to the original. Let's say I did want to crop it to the butterfly with the red, but I wanted to make sure that it was only 200 pixels wide. What I would do is make sure I'm on my crop tool, go up to this top preferences bar, and where it says width, I would type in 200. And you can see it automatically fills in pixels for me, which is px. So I'm cool with that. So I'm going to go ahead and crop it, and when I push return, again it looks very small, but that's because it's only in 20%. So if I bring it back to 100, this is 200 pixels wide, and I can double check that again by going to image size, and see, yes, in fact it did crop it to 200 pixels, and now it's also 82.6K, which is a little bit smaller. Now what if I want, so yeah, I cropped to 200 pixels, but what if I wanted to make it 5 by 7? I'm going to go back to the original. Again, it's blown up. I'm going to bring the percentage down so we can see the whole thing. I'm going to crop it, and I'm going to make it 5 by 7. Since this is a horizontal photo, I want the height to be 5, the width to be 7. But if I type in 5 and 7, you'll notice it does px, 5 px and 7 px. Well, I actually want inches, so I just need to type in either inches, which shortens it automatically to in for inch, or I just need to type in in. So now I've got 5 by 7 up there. So now when I crop it, it's going to keep it to those. You can see it's making it a 5 by 7 dimensions proportionally. So I'm going to go ahead and crop that. Now this will be 5 by 7 if we look at the image size, 4.99 by 7, which I guess is as close as it can get to 5 by 7. But anyway, so that is my 5 by 7. So now I've shown you how to crop and I've showed you how to resize, but there's actually one more way to crop. I'm going to go back again to my original by clicking on the history. Now this is the marquee tool, this one at the top. This is going to let you select areas of your photo, either triangles or shapes or rows. So I'm going to go ahead and choose the rectangle, and I can select make any rectangle I want, and then I can go up to image, crop. So that's kind of similar of how that works, but it's not going to give you the same options as if you had used the crop tool where you could specify the width and height. You can see that it's still selected here, and I want to unselect so that it gets rid of the dashed lines that are moving. So I'm going to go to select, deselect. But anyway, here's my photo all cropped and ready to go.